just moving on from what I've shown you, there's, as I said previously in loads of other videos, there are lots and lots of things that Bluebeam can do. It's made mainly for handling PDFs and markups and stuff, as I've explained, but I'll show you a little handy approach. You ever get the scenario where you get sent loads of drawings in an inquiry, and all they are is a series of numbers, and you have to wade through every last one of them to find out what ones are applicable to you? There's a little trick you can employ. This particular scheme here, I'm just interested in the elevations and the sections. So I've had a flick through and I know what ones I want to grab. So let me open up Bluebeam and I'll show you what I want to do here. So what we do, we file, open. Now I'm going to select 120 to say 143. They're the elevations and sections in this particular scheme. Now if I click open, get rid of all the viewports, that errors, messages that flag up. It's quite a few drawings. Luckily they're not too dense, otherwise they'd take a long time to load. And if your computer's not very powerful, then this is quite a slow process. So you've got them all open. Go ahead and combine them all into one. You see it there, it's combining. Close all the other tabs. You're just left with the one document. Now you'll see this is 18 pages of stapled drawings, okay? Save as, name it. So I'm just going to call this Mayor Street Elevs. So I've now got a copy of them all stapled together. And these are the drawings I want to work with. So the point of dragging them in here was to, I can't see what's what from the numbers of the drawings. And the numbers just don't mean anything. So in this thumbnail pane, each individual staple drawing is displayed in its own thumbnail. And flicking through, you'll see each successive one highlights just as you go back and forth through the menu. This is the first page icon, take you right back to the start. Here you can see it's numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that doesn't really mean very much to us. What we need to get at is the drawing's called. There's a handy way to do that in Bluebeam. So in this thumbnail menu, there is a icon to create page labels. Now, I'll just walk you through what you do and how you do that. So look, click on create page labels. A dialog window pops up saying create page labels. And what you're going to do, you're going to select a region of the page that you want the software to read using its OCR capabilities, which is online character recognition. Those of you familiar with PDF software will understand that. But it's obvious what it does once you see me do it. Go ahead and click select. Now, as I said, all these drawings have all pretty much got the same title block. So if I select what's in that area, and I'm anticipating what's going to be in the same position on every other drawing, goes ahead and names it, it gives it a variable of its own, and I just click OK. If I go ahead and accept OK, now what it's now doing, it's going through each one of those 18 drawings, looking in that section and dragging the name out of it and putting it over here under the thumbnail. So you can now see in the thumbnails we've got AA, BB, elevation A, elevation B, and you can just navigate through them all rather than mess around looking through the numbers. So you've pre-sifted the ones you want to use, and you've just made them more accessible, and you can just jump through each elevation, get into the ones you need. Hopefully that's helpful. I'll show you a little bit about flags as well. One step further, what you can now do is utilize this flags feature embedded into Bluebeam. So basically, if you go ahead, now the drawing's named over here on the thumbnail pane, go ahead and click it, and up here in the flags menu, which you would probably have to drag out from behind the control panel over here on the right, add a flag. And you can see there it's given you the name of the drawing in a column here. Go on to the second thumbnail, add another flag. Third, add a flag. Go down to about the 8th, 7th or 8th one. Let's pick this one here and add a flag. Now it's adding them in the order that I'm clicking them. So if I, instead of having to tab back through each page using the arrows, I've now got almost like a hyperlink menu where I can just grab all the drawings I want to bit by bit. Notice we skipped ahead there. So what was after CC, section CC was 1, 2, 3, EE. If I click on that and add that now, it'll put it in the right order rather than tag it onto the end, which is quite handy. So that's useful for jumping back and forth between a big pack of drawings that are sent out to you with just a series of numbers and no meaning. Hope that helps.